Hey, what's up, y'all? Dez here. If you've been following me on YouTube or Facebook, you kind of know I've been doing some kind of diet reformation of my own. Just trying to reach that next level of low body fat percentage. So I've been trying some different things. I've been trying some carb cycling. I've been trying some intermittent fasting and things that I've tried over the years and have gotten some good results from me. But ultimately, I'm always trying new and different things and different combinations because I look at my body as a canvas or test bed, so that when I teach my client things, I can have firsthand experience in doing it because I don't believe that you can really teach something. Otherwise, it's just hearsay. Might as well read it in a book, unless you have firsthand experience with it. Because there's so many things out there, you never know what really works until you try it for yourself. So for me, in addition to walking the walk and looking the part, living the lifestyle that I preach, it's important for me to do different things to work on improving myself because I don't want to just be stagnant either. So I've been doing some different things to try to reduce my body fat, and there's a lot of different sayings out there, that you can't do high intensity or long distance sustained cardio if you want to retain your muscle. You'll lose muscle that way. You can't build muscle and burn fat at the same time. There are a lot of stigmas that are out there. I'm not going to get into the reasons why I think they're out there because obviously that's just divisive. But ultimately, I'm the type of person to let the results speak for themselves. I'm not gonna flex and do all that stuff shirtless and all that because I'd rather just let my tests speak for themselves. So I did some DEXA scans, and DEXA scan is the most accurate measure of body composition that you can do. All the rest of them, they're pretty accurate, but they don't work for all body types. Whether it's biopod, which is air displacement, or hydrostatic weighing, or body fat composition, which is just water displacement, or like impedance testing, which is like the scale you have at your home, in your bathroom. Those are they can work, but they have limited success and limited applications. So you can kind of trick the scale in terms of your weight and do different things, but when it comes to body composition, you got to be detailed and know what you're doing. Your diet's got to be on point. Your resistance training's got to be on point. Rest, all those things have got to be on point for you to increase or sustain muscle mass and decrease your fat level. So, I've done some body composition tests over the last few months, and started off in April, and I was just kind of getting into the year. Wasn't doing a whole lot of cardio, doing some cardio, but not regularly. And, so I went and had my body composition done. It was the first time I did a DEXA scan. So I was kind of excited about seeing exactly what it was. And so I have my results right here. They were actually printed out. So I'll let you guys see them. So here is my DEXA scan from earlier this year. And as you can see here, my actual body fat, lean mass, body fat, 7.2%. My arms, I had 5.1%, and my legs, I had 6.4%, and in my trunk, I had 8.4%. My fat in pounds was 15.9%, and my lean mass, basically muscle, was 206.9. So, I was pretty happy with that. Coming off of winter time, and between Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, I just eat whatever. That's my time to enjoy myself. I go to Taco Bell, I eat some chitlins. I go all in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. I have some fun, obviously, with some control. It's not just every night pizza, Chinese food, barbecue, taco. It's not like that, but I have a good time. But a few months after that, to have still below 10% body fat, and, you know, as high a level of composition as you can get. Pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. So after that, I went into doing some carb cycling, some intermittent fasting, and added some cardio in because I was all gung ho. I was like, hey, let's you know, we started off pretty good. Let's do more. You know, we can definitely make some moves and improve this. So went about doing a lot of different things to reduce my body fat, and with the low carb thing, I could feel a little lethargic, which happens to a lot of people. I was only doing between 70 and 150 carbs a day. Most of them around 100, 120. I was doing 150 if I had, you know, more cardio the next day. I upped my carbs the previous day. So, you know, I was you know, just kind of monitoring it based on that. So, you know, moving along, did that for a couple of months, got really more disciplined with my diet. My protein intake was huge. My fat intake was kind of high then. But, you know, I felt pretty good. You know, I get that kind of lethargic feeling before workout, so right before workout. But once the workout started, I did pretty good. I was making steady improvements in terms of strength and speed and all that stuff. And, you know, I got to August. And I went back and did another body composition test, was all excited. And I went back, and here are the results from August. So I went back in August, as you can see here, my body fat actually went up 0.5%. So I was a little disappointed with that. My arms were still at 5.1. My legs actually went up by 1.1% in terms of fat. That I can't explain. My trunk went up slightly. So with the cardio I was doing, my body fat went up by 1 pound and my lean mass went down, which was kind of the reason for I actually lost some muscle. My fat was, 1 pound of fat, it's here or there, but losing almost 4 pounds of, pretty much 4 pounds in lean mass, that's pretty tough. So a little bit discouraged by that because, you know, I was working at it pretty hard. And, you know, there's setbacks for everybody, you know, so don't think you're the only person to suffer the setback. But you know, like I always preach, you know, the lower you get in terms of your body fat percentage or your weight, the more on point you have to be in order to continue to move it. You know, you can trick the scale and lose weight, but in order to change your body composition, you got to be really, really, really dialed in. So, you know, it was a setback and I had to kind of rethink what I was doing. And so I said, I'm going to go back in a month and I'm going to try this again. And but within that month, I had approximately 11 days where I'd be on vacation for my anniversary for 5 or 6 days, come home for a couple of days, and then go to Florida for my little brother's first JV football game, and then my stepdad's 60th birthday party. So, you know, I was going to be all bad because we're getting ready for the party, so nobody was cooking before that, so we're eating out every day, chicken wings, all kind of stuff. And once the party came, it was like barbecue ribs and chicken and fried fish and macaroni salad with tuna in it, potato salad, and baked beans, and all kind of foolishness. But, you know, it was my vacation time. I was going to enjoy it, and so I did. But, you know, being mindful, so I ate one big meal a day, kept the rest fairly light, and I did some pretty good cardio. You know, I still put on a few pounds just in excess because it's easy to cram those calories down. When you're dealing with calorie-dense food with a lot of seasoning. Oops, dropped my phone. Anyway, I got back home and got right back into my rhythm. I got back home like on the 30th, so I knew I had about 2 weeks to kind of get myself right for this next body composition test. So I got into my rhythm and I changed up my cardio style because I was doing basically fasted cardio and then intermittent fasting too. So I do fasted cardio early in the morning and still have probably 2 or 3 hours left before I would eat. So, and then I would stop eating probably 7 or 8 the night before. So I was significantly fasted before cardio and then still fasting after that. And I believe that was kind of the big cause of the loss of muscle. So what I started doing was getting some carbs in before the workout, immediately with a couple of bananas like early in the morning. And then immediately following the workout, getting some fairly fast digesting carbs after the workout. And then taking a big dose of fast digesting protein shake. And then for the rest of the diet, pretty much keeping it the same, other than I did start getting some meal prep done. And there was a video coming on that, so I won't get into too much detail on that. And did that for 2 weeks and stayed steady. Was getting more early morning carbs for that entire month. And so here's my results from today. So I went back and got it done today. Went down 1.3% to 6.4. My arms went down significantly, 0.6%. My legs went down by 1.2% body fat, and then my trunk went down by almost 2%. So that was good. My body fat went down by almost 3%, 3 pounds, and then my lean mass went up by 5.5 pounds. So that's pretty awesome. So I'd say that's a success, and so I'm going to continue to work on and refine that. And I guess that kind of debunks the theory that you can't, because I lost fat by 3 pounds, and I gained muscle by 5 pounds. So you can do both at the same time, and I'm confident with my body fat percentage. Once I get down to like 4%, I'm thinking about getting into maybe a men's physique show. But I still got some work to do. I'm still doing high levels of cardio, and just continue to refine my diet. But you can do the right thing. You just got to learn what works with your body. And it's important to pay close attention to your body because the lower you get in terms of body fat and weight, the less margin you have for error. And I've said that before, but it gets tough. And even as a trainer, and I know dietitians and nutritionists and other trainers, everybody struggles with trying to do their best and look their best. And don't let anybody try to convince you that it's easy. If you're doing it based on just natural stuff, just regular old supplements and eating the right way, doing cardio, working out hard. I'm not talking about getting into all the supplements, but I'm pretty happy with those results. So I'm going to continue working at it. And, this is a lesson for me, lesson learned. So I continue to work and see what works for my body, and use this information to benefit my clients, so I can teach them what to do. Obviously, you got to be willing to put in the work. My cardio is fairly high right now. I'm doing 4 miles, probably 3 times a week, 6 miles 1 time a week, 2 to 3 times 4 miles. If I don't do 3 times, and the third time is a 6-mile run. And then a couple of speed days where I do split miles or a straight 3-mile run, 3.25 mile run. So I'm putting in work, and we're not talking about just jogging. We're talking about high, 80, 90, close to 100% in terms of heart rate. So getting up there near the heart rate max zone. You got to put in the work. You got to be willing to work. There's no shortcuts, regardless of what the little thing on YouTube says. There's no shortcuts to 6-pack. You got to go in there and get it. And doing all those abs, just sitting there doing abs all day. You can do abs until you're blue in the face. You will not see a 6-pack until you start doing some cardio and getting your diet right. So, I probably spend 8 to 10 minutes twice a week on my abs. And I can see them a lot more now than I ever have. So don't waste your time doing stuff that's not beneficial. You got to do the hard stuff, which is cardio. That's hard. And the kitchen and eating right, that's hard too. So, but don't make excuses. Get out there and do the work and figure out what works with your body. Pay attention, log your results, and, go ahead and get tested. Get yourself body composition tested, and, see where you're at. Go consult with an expert, like a real expert. Like go get a body composition test done by a real expert. Anybody can get some skin calipers and not really know what they're doing. So you got to know who you're going to talk to. And if you have any questions, send me an email. Des at the Body Firm ATL. Hit me up on Facebook, and I'll be glad to help out, man. I'm always here to help. You just got to make it up in your mind that you're going to do the right thing. You're going to stick to it until you get it right. There's been, I spent probably 3 or 4 months going backwards, and but I kept working at it. And so in the end, I saw positive results. So keep working hard. Let's get lean together. See you guys in the next video. Peace.